Hi there, and welcome to another Sunny Days podcast at jollyville.com. That's JALEAVILLE.com. And I'm your host, Jolly. And today we've got a couple of uplifting stories, a birthday or two, some did you know, and more. So grab a cup of sunshine and let's get started. Our first story up today is called A Place Called Harmony in the heart of rural Texas. Between vast stretches of fields and meandering county roads lay the small town of Harmony Grove, known for its close knit community and its warm Texan hospitality. Harmony Grove faced an unprecedented challenge when an unexpected and brutal blizzard struck, leaving the town cut off from most of the outside world. The biting winds and relentless snowfall transformed the familiar landscape into an icy and desolate wilderness. Power lines ground under the weight of the snow, and roads disappeared beneath the deep drifts. With communication lines down and impassable roads, the town found itself truly isolated, facing a harsh and unforgiving winter. Amidst the storm, the townspeople gathered at one small place that still offered warmth, the Harmony Grove Community Center. It was a modest building with wooden walls that echoed with the laughter and camaraderie of many gatherings before. The only working generator in town hummed to life, providing a flickering light in the sea of darkness outside. As the days went by, the community center became a refuge. Families brought whatever supplies they could. They shared their food and their blankets and even the stories by the dim glow of the generator. The cold outside only strengthened the warmth within, as neighbors who had merely nodded in passing now sat side by side, united against the elements. The town's diverse skills and talents became evident in this time of need. Old Mr. Jenkins, usually the quiet handyman, emerged as the unsung hero, tirelessly working on the generator to keep it plugging along. And Mrs. Ramirez, well, she was known for her culinary talents. She transformed the limited supplies into hearty communal meals that brought comfort to everyone. Children, normally caught up with their individual worlds, now gathered around the flickering candle, sharing stories and playing games. The sense of unity that emerged was stronger than the biting cold outside. In the evenings, a makeshift stage was set up, and the community center transformed into kind of an impromptu theater. Residents showcased talents that they never even knew they had. They were singing and storytelling, and even a few comical attempts at stand up comedy. Laughter echoed off of the walls, momentarily drowning out those howling winds outside. Days turned into nights, and the snowdrifts grew taller, but the spirit of Harmony Grove remained unbroken. The town, once divided by just individual routines and responsibilities, now worked in harmony, ensuring everyone had a warm place to sleep, had enough to eat, and had a good sense of belonging. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the distant hum of engines broke the silence. The outside world had returned. Help had arrived. The town, weathered but still together, emerged from the community center, blinking against the bright sunlight that had replaced the perpetual gray of the blizzard. As the roads were cleared and communication was restored, Harmony Grove stood as a testament to the strength of community in the face of adversary. The blizzard had brought them together in ways they could never have imagined, leaving an indelible mark on the town's history. Years and years later, the tale of Harmony Grove's winter of unity was passed down through generations. The community center, once just a building, became a symbol of resilience and the unbreakable bonds formed during the storm that tested the town's spirit, but ultimately made them stronger than ever before. And now, a Jolly Chat story time with a story called I Remember the Days. In the quiet confines of her comfy, cozy living room, Miss Emma sat in her favorite armchair, a warm blanket draped over her shoulders. The soft glow of the lamp cast a warm ambiance, setting the stage for a journey back in time. As the rain tapped gently on the window, Miss Emma's eyes looked on a distant gleam, and her mind wandered to the memories of her youth. Born and raised in Chicago during the Great Depression, Emma's childhood was a tapestry woven with threads of resilience and simplicity. She closed her eyes in a well worn movie reel. The scenes of her past began to unfold. She recalled the narrow streets of the neighborhood, lined with the modest houses and the kids playing stickball in the dust. The air would be filled with laughter, and there was a distant hum of street cars, or cars weaving through the city like veins in a living organism. Emma's face lit up with a soft smile as she remembered the corner store where a nickel could buy her a bag of penny candies, a luxury in those challenging times for sure. Her family, like many others, had faced hardships, yet there was an indomitable spirit that bound the community together. Emma's father worked tirelessly to make ends meet, and her mother, a beacon of strength, stretched every dollar to its maximum limit. But amid the struggle, there were unspoken understanding of love and togetherness where the true treasures were possessed. As her memories unfolded, Emma's mind lingered on to the city's iconic landmark, the towering skyscapes, the hustle and bustle of Maxwell Street Market, and the sounds of the jazz echoing through the streets transported her back to a bygone era. She spoke fondly of the dance halls where young couples would sway to the rhythm of Glenn Miller's orchestra, finding solace in each other's company. Chicago, with all its grit and grandeur, was the backdrop of Emma's coming of age. She reminisced about the vibrant culture, the Art Deco architect, the sense of togetherness that permeated every block. The memories were etched in her heart, a testament to a generation that weathered the trials and emerged even stronger. As the rain outside intensified, Emma's eyes glistened with a mixture of nostalgia and gratitude. She marveled at the twists of fate that had led her from the streets of Chicago during the Depression to the comfort of her living room today. The stories she shared were not just a chronicle of the past, but a whole story, a whole commitment to the enduring spirit that had shaped her very character. In those precious moments of reflection, Emma realized that the echoes of her youth still resonated within her, a source of strength, a source of inspiration still. With a contented sigh, she opened her eyes, grateful for the journey through time and the wisdom gleaned from a well lived, well learned, a well lived in the heart of Chicago. Begin. And now on the birthday front. A sunny day's happy birthday to the incredible Miss Sabra Ortiz, who turned 85 this week. Miss Ortiz fills her days with loving, caring for her fur babies, Jade and Heidi, canning, and most importantly, participating in her church and her prayer groups. When asked, Miss Sabra says her God and her love of country are the two greatest things she has. Her faith has led her through her life. When asked, she also mentions that she loves serving with love and peace in her heart. She also has a heartwarming habit of dropping off baked goods to friends and helping neighbors to feel welcome and comfortable. Here's to many more years of spreading love, kindness, and your faith, Miss Sabra. Happy birthday, beautiful lady. And now, a bit belated birthday shout out to one Miss Dolly Parton. One of the most monumentous weeks in January happened again. It was time to celebrate Miss Dolly Parton's birthday. The singer, songwriter, actress was born on January the 19th, 1946, Miss Dolly Rebecca Pardon in Tennessee. Her parents were Ava Lee Caroline and Robert Lee Pardon Sr. This last year has been a big one for that Smoky Mountain songbird, who released her album Rockstar last November alongside a theatrical premiere. And now fans all around the globe are celebrating another year of Dolly this past couple of weekends. People are celebrating as far away as Michigan, where residents at a retirement facility, Waltonwood, Maine, were greeted by a miniature pony outfitted as Miss Dolly herself. In Cedar Rapids, Iowa, a public library will be celebrating Miss Pardon's impact on literacy through her Imagination Library program. Do you know, since becoming an affiliate of the program in 2018, the library has distributed more than 360,000 books to almost 12,000 children? And now they're throwing a big birthday party for Miss Pardon and meeting the children who benefited from the program. Once again, a sunny, happy belated birthday to two wonderful human beings with many more to come. And now, how about a few facts about March? You know, March, the month of change. We have all heard the familiar saying, March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. Winter slowly fades off and the days become noticeably longer, and spring is on the horizon. Here's a few fun facts about the month of March. Here's a few fun facts about the month of March that you may not have known. According to the oldest Roman calendars, 1 year was 10 months long, beginning in March and ending in December. Did you know daylight savings times begins in March? St. Patrick Day occurs every March 17th, celebrated in many Western countries to commemorate the day St. Patrick died. March is always known for one thing above all others: March Madness. According to the USA Today, a couple of years back, unproductive workers cost employers lots of money due to March Madness. There's no doubt that's probably so. Some March time inventions. On March 10th, 1876, Alexander Graham Bell made the first ever phone call. Love it. Slightly less groundbreaking than the telephone, perhaps, but the 7th of March, 1933, marked the invention of the family board game Monopoly. And Coca-Cola, well, it was invented by Mr. John Pemberton in March of 1886. On March 1st, 1961, President John F. Kennedy founded the successful nonprofit volunteer organization known as the Peace Corps. And last but certainly not least, the full worm moon, March's full moon, the worm moon, reaches peak of illumination on the morning of Monday, March the 25th, 2024. Look for it on the evening of Sunday, March 24th, as the moon rises above the horizon. I will be looking for it. And now in the entertainment world. Looking at Netflix and the theater. On Netflix, Leave the World Behind. Sam Esmail, best known for creating Mr. Robot, directed and co-adapted this movie based on the unsettling best-selling book. A family of four rents a ritzy vacation home on Long Island, only to be interrupted by a man and his daughter who turn up, claiming the house is really theirs, and a cyber attack has forced them to seek shelter in a familiar place. Prepare to be unnerved in all the right ways on this one. And in the theaters, Wonka, rated PG. Willy Wonka struggling to set up his first shop as a 20-something orphan. Curiously, he flashes no hint of menace or cynicism that Gene Wilder famously brought to the role in the original 1971 film. This sunshiny Willy Wonka is surrounded by an overstuffed cast that includes a pumped up Keegan Michael Key, 52, Olivia Colman in full camp mode, and Hugh Grant, 63, who goes all in on the diminutive Oompa Loompa. The candy colored visuals go a long way to compensate for the script, perhaps, that can be a bit muddled at times, stretched taffy thin, and kind of a lot of villains, but it looks like it's going to be a wonderful movie. And now, in some music news, it's going to be another musical year. Here's a couple of new and highly anticipated movie musicals awaiting to be released in 2024, and one of them's already come. Last month, in the month of January, Mean Girls was released January the 12th. The students of North Shore High are back and more fetched than ever. The iconic 2000 teen comedy Mean Girls is returning to the screen, but this time with a mega musical makeover. Based on the 2017 stage adaptation, the flick will feature a brand new cast, along with Tina Fey and Tim Meadows reprising their roles. Oh, looking forward to seeing this one. But one thing is for sure, this movie musical is sure to be a massive. Next up is Spellbound, still to be announced. Sometime they're thinking within summer or early fall. From one of the co-directors of Shrek, Spellbound. 2024's Spellbound is set to cast some magic upon film fans in the upcoming year. This film flick follows a princess who attempts to put the kibosh on a spell that has broken her fair kingdom in two. Oh, it sounds like that's going to be good. At the present time, as I said, there's no release date, but we are looking forward to being under the spell. As we come to a close of another episode, let's remember that the stories we've shared can serve as a reminder of the goodness that surrounds us every day. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so find your beauty, shine, and share it. Remember to share positivity, love, and joy whenever and wherever you go. See you at next week for more stories, entertainments, fun facts, and more. Until then, peace and love always. And thank you for tuning in to the Sunny Days podcast at jollyville.com. That's JALEAVILLE.com. Thank you.